All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Matthew, and I am a therapist here at Counseling and Prevention Services at Wichita State University. With this live stream, I'm continuing Counseling and Prevention Services Keep Calm and Breathe On online program that we do here. This live stream is meant to be an interactive way for anyone watching to practice different mindfulness and meditation skills, and also kind of like self-care skills like we'll be doing today. So you can feel free to use the comments here to leave any questions or reactions that you might have about the different exercises that we'll be doing. Before you do leave any comments or questions, though, I want to be clear that this isn't therapy, and any questions or comments that you leave on here are not going to be confidential. Knowing that if you are a Wichita State University student and you are interested in confidential therapy services, you can set up an appointment with us by calling 316-978-4792. And whether you are a student here or not, if you ever need a more immediate support, you can also always call the Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 988, or you can text the word HOME to 741-741 for the crisis text line. Okay, so for today's exercise, it's going to be a little bit more of a self-care type exercise, but you can still kind of work on that mindfulness skill of really kind of paying attention to what you're feeling in the moment. And it's going to be kind of focusing on kind of like self-massage of your hand. So to start us out, to kind of ground ourselves and get into the present moment, we're going to use our breathing while we look at our hand. So you're going to take your finger and trace your fingers of the other hand. And as you do that, we're going to do it nice and slow. You're going to inhale on the way up and exhale on the way down. So we'll start together now. Inhale as your finger traces up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right, from here, just pull on your fingers a little bit, one at a time. You can do it grabbing it like this. You can take your knuckles and kind of pull between your knuckles like that. Just kind of go through the fingers, starting to pull them. Doing this all on just one hand to start, and then afterward, we'll repeat everything on the other hand. After you've done that, you can stretch your fingers like that. You can stretch your thumb, like, hard to show this stuff, but like that. Now that you've kind of stretched things out and warmed up, I'm gonna have you just start to warm up the actual palm of your hand. You can use your knuckles like I do to just kind of warm it up and kind of go back and forth. Just kind of using however much pressure you want to really get in there and warm up your hand. We're gonna do some more specific work now where you can take a knuckle or you can take your thumb and really kind of do some lines, kind of like going all the way down your palm, one section at a time. Really kind of paying attention to what you're feeling in your hand as you do this. In addition to kind of doing these downward strokes, you can do little circles, just kind of feel around. Maybe you find a spot that feels a little tight or a little sensitive, and you can work around there for a little bit. If you do find a spot that is especially sensitive, rather than doing any motion, you can just press into it, hold it, maybe take a couple deep breaths. After that, I can have you kind of stretch one finger out at a time, starting with my pinky finger and then the ring. Just kind of going all the way down it as you stretch. One finger at a time. And I'll stretch the thumb again a bit, kind of squeezing it in close to the wrist. And then I'll have you take kind of the webbing between your thumb and your index finger and just pinch it from both sides, feel some pressure. Usually there's kind of like a sensitive spot there that you can just kind of hold, take a few more deep breaths, and notice how that sensation might change over time as you just breathe into it. All right, so that's it for this hand. We're going to repeat the same sequence on the other hand, starting with tracing your fingers. Inhale on the way up and exhale on the way down. So deep inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more deep inhale, exhale. All right, from there, we're going to go through and start to just pull on the fingers. You can either grab the finger or use your knuckles like I do, one at a time. Just kind of pulling. Stretch all your fingers at once. Stretch the thumb a little too. And then with your knuckles, you can warm up the hand a little bit. Just kind of going back and forth. Then you can use your thumb or a knuckle to kind of really like do that pressure, doing these downward strokes on your hand, on the palm of your hand. using however much pressure or how little that you like. You can start to do little circles throughout your palm, in different places. Pay attention to what you feel as you go through that. And if you find a spot that feels extra tight, like it needs a little more attention, you can put some pressure and hold there and take some deep breaths. After you're done kind of working through your palm like that, we're going to stretch the fingers again, one at a time, pinky first. Just kind of going down and stretching. And for the thumb to end, you can squeeze it toward the wrist. Again, it's hard to show, but like that. Finally, I'm going to have you look at the webbing between your thumb and your index finger and kind of pinch in there. See if you can find like a tight spot that's a little sensitive, and just kind of hold on to it and take some deep breaths and notice if that kind of feeling changes. All right. That's it for this exercise today. I hope that if you tried it out, you found it helpful and that it's something you can kind of take with you. If you notice you're feeling stressed, if you notice there's some tension in your hands, you can even just work on it a little bit. Nice way to kind of check in with yourself and slow down throughout your day. You can join us again next week for more of our Keep Calm and Breathe On live stream series that we do here every Tuesday at 1 p.m. And as a reminder, if you are a student here and you're interested in confidential therapy services, you can give us a call at 316-978-4792 to set up an appointment. And whether you are a student here or not, you can also always call the Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 988, or you can text the word HOME to 741-741 for crisis support services. Hope you enjoy the rest of the week, and you can find me here again next Tuesday at 1 p.m. for Keep Calm and Breathe On online.